everyone, and welcome to the December edition of the Astro Weather Report. Now, this is really a great month to recalibrate, to take a deep breath, see that we've gone through collectively a really intense, really powerful year. And now it's time to look back and see all the ways that we've grown, we've changed. Again, we are seeing a transition from knowledgeable, happy-go-lucky Sagittarius moving into a more grounded and a very, almost a little bit disciplined Capricorn. So we're seeing this transition of, all right, it's time for us to really engage in self-care, get ourselves rooted and grounded so that we can stabilize ourselves and do the great work that must continue. So we start off December 1st, Mercury enters Sagittarius. Now this is an amazing time for learning, expanding your mind, broadening your horizons. But the best way to do it is by supporting your local bookstore. So check out any indie shops that you really like, or even, the bookstore that's been around your block or part of your community. So this is really a great time to acquire knowledge, both spiritually and about our community, but through other sources. Now, December 5th rolls around and sultry, intense Venus in Scorpio becomes harmoniously trine with dreamy Neptune in Pisces. Now, what this happens is it's a really good time to explore our sexuality even when we are alone. So this is a great time to really see what we desire, what we don't desire. Also in love partnerships, it's like, all right, I am really done with sort of these negative patterns and I am ready to embrace these more healing, positive traits. So this is a beautiful time to really explore your heart space, make amends with it, and also really see the way that a lot of your hidden desires will continue to act out if you don't address them. So just might as well make peace with a lot of your shadow. And remember, with this trine aspect, there is a lot of harmony, so it's a great time to really sit down and explore and, feel this out. Now, when we go into December 11th, we see another really beautiful, gentle opportunity for healing because Jupiter, planet of good luck, expansion, becomes sextile, which is also another really easygoing aspect with Chiron. Ooh, wounded healer. Chiron in Aries, by the way. And we're also seeing Mars, that go-getter, fiery planet, become harmoniously trine with the sun. Now, this is an amazing time to really make amends with what's angered you. It's a time of self-forgiveness, and it's a really soft space and time for you to see how you've suppressed parts of your anger, but also what parts of your anger has actually been your own soul telling you what needs to change, what you're tired of seeing, what changes do you want to see happen. So it's also, again, a really good time to do shadow work without it feeling so intense that you won't be able to handle it. So I would say take out a journal and really start exploring these depths of yours and see where that inner fire of you is starting to become ignited. So December 14th rolls around and it is new moon energy in Sagittarius. Now, what we really want to focus on is setting a new intention. And because it's Sagittarius, it's about what is it that we want to explore? How do we want to have an adventure with ourselves? So I think this is a great time to make sure that those intentions are about all the ways in which you're ready to do some community exploration, how we are ready to kind of really dig in deep into our knowledge and see how we want to expand what we consider sacred, what we consider magical, what we consider spiritual. So again, explore your spirituality, but sometimes in the ways that you often didn't think you were very connected. For instance, if you think of yourself as like, oh, I am a plant witch, I am an earthy witch, and then you suddenly discover that, hey, I actually want to explore my psychic development. Or maybe you're a very literary witch and you're like, hey, I think I want to start delving into this magical knowledge of numerology and some fun math stuff. So these are some ways that you can get into that new moon energy. December 14th also brings with us a very fiery, intense solar eclipse. Again, embrace these new soul intentions of learning. And with that solar eclipse, it's going to feel extra powered up. So around December 15th, Venus enters Sagittarius. Now, how do we show love when we are quarantining or we're staying inside and we can't really go home or visit too many people? This is showing love through long distance. If there's one thing that Sag also really appreciates, it's that bubbling of adventure ideas and travel. So this is a time to send a loved one a postcard, but definitely support, again, an independent maker that has some postcards of places you've always wanted to travel to, or maybe a place that you dream of traveling with that intended recipient, and go ahead and send it off as a sign of love. So around December 17th to the 19th, everything becomes Aquarian. Why? Because Jupiter enters Aquarius and Saturn also enters Aquarius. Whoa. Something around this time is going to be very revolutionary, very game-changing, because the planet Saturn, again, which also rules government and laws and certain policy, we will be seeing a really interesting, really new kind of idea and policy being brought up around this time. So this is great news if you've been filling up a petition for some changes that you want to see, or anything related to social activism. It will be a win because, again, we have Jupiter's lucky energy going into this. Also, great time to upgrade your gadgets. So if you feel like you've been needing a new computer because, everything is being work from home, or you really feel like you're ready for some upgrades, maybe your business is thinking about, again, acquiring anything new and innovative, now is the luckiest time to do it. So you got Aquarian blessing with that. Now, December 21st rolls around and we finally go into Sun entering sobering, thoughtful, grounded Capricorn. This is a prime time to really see where your expenses are going, what kind of charities or collectives that you want to get involved in. Capricorn also really blesses anything that's very earth-based, such as Indigenous reparation collectives or any earth healing organizations. And also, we really want to think about, what legacy do you want to leave behind? How can we heal ourselves so that we leave this earth better for the future inhabitants? Because Capricorn, again, it loves hard work. It really also prefers us to keep stable. So this is a great time to see what ways we can find some inner sense of stability, how we're not going to let ourselves be rocked by mean comments or sometimes feeling like we just can't do it anymore. Again, we are building a solid sense of self, and the more solid we become in our identity, the easier it is for us to go after our dreams and have this prevailing sense of spirit that no matter what happens, we will make it through. Again, if you're watching this, you've made it through this very intense 2020. So you're almost there. And finally, December 30th, we close off with a super cozy full moon in Cancer. Cancer energy is all about that nurturing, that love, that family. So think about all the ways that you want to nurture yourself. This is a great day for some self-care. Light those candles, pull up that blanket, and also really give yourself space for your emotional healing, and a beautiful time also to look at your home and gauge, is this feeling warm enough? Do I feel safe enough in this environment? Or what can I modify so that I feel more safe and cozied up in my space? And now it's time for your December Cozy Scopes. Aries, I'm sure those rash decisions of yours have actually made into some great stories and some great advice. So take up this mentorship role and help others by sharing your story. Taurus, it is DIY season for you. Buy that kit that you've always wanted to learn and make. So we have really cute spell kits at HausWitch, or an embroidery kit or anything that you can get crafty with. So Gemini, you've been a big boombox of ideas and knowledge, and now it's really time to rest up and care for yourself. Leo, it is mental studio time, so make sure to set aside some space either in your home or even in your mind where you can just have an hour or two of you time, phone off, all creative ideas and expressions flowing through. Virgo, I know there's a lot of perfectionist tendencies, but it's really the month to let them go and start making those first steps in that project that you've always been holding off because it has to be perfect. Well, it doesn't. You just got to make that first step. Libra, just embrace yourself and really engage into a new self-care routine or a daily routine that supports your natural being. So sometimes it's like for what we eat or how we dress, is it resonating to ourselves? Scorpio, now this is also a great time for you to heal and a really important time to look within and see all of the ways that you are just ready to cleanse and make sure you are prepared for this new year. Capricorn, this is also a great time to really let go and take a lot of overdue responsibility and burden off your shoulders. So a great time to finally give away clothes or furniture you no longer resonate with. Sagittarius, now again, it's your season, so make sure you really celebrate yourself and think of all the achievements that you've conquered for this year. Aquarius, that super genius, intellectual mind, it needs a lot of inspiration right now, so this is great envisioning time. Make a board of all the things that your heart desires and what you want to bring in for the new year. Pisces, oh, gentle, sweet Pisces, give yourself lots of love, but make sure to ground, because when things get really harsh around us, we just really want to escape. So really interact with nature. Get yourself something woodsy, or make sure you can take walks in nature if it's not too cold. Well, I hope you enjoyed December's Astro Weather Report, and I'll see you next month.